Good day, it is Josh Baker from Cinderella's Wedding DJs and Event Services, and today I'm doing a bit of a mashup of a couple of videos. I did an unboxing of the S11 when I got the PLX-CRSS12s, but I didn't do anything with it. But now that I have the CRSS12s hooked up to the S11, I kind of want to take the video that I had before and then mix it in, I guess, with the video that I just made displaying what the S11 looks like with the CRSS12s. Let's go ahead and check it out. All right, so I figured I'd do this one on the floor, make life a little bit easier here. Ah, there she is. It's a beautiful box. Again, amazing packaging from Pioneer. This video probably won't be as long as the CRSS12s, but just as exciting for me. We get that box open. First thing we've got, looks like we've got our USB cord and a power cable. Set those aside. Oh, this is much easier to get out of the box than those turntables. All right, get all that out of there, and then, like it's Christmas, because it kind of feels like it. There it is. There are built-in custom effects with this particular model. We're going to have a touchscreen here. All of this is just fantastic. And then we have the Magvel crossfader. Oh, doesn't get any better than that. Okay, now that I've got the S11 out of the box, I've now hooked it up and set it up with my Pioneer DJ PLX-CRSS12s. What we're going to do now is we're going to boot everything up. Real easy to do. The buttons are in the back. You'd think it'd be inconvenient, but actually once you know where they're at, they're not hard to get to at all. Muscle memory will bring you right to that button every single time. Now, booting up the S11 is gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. As you can see, we work with Serato, we work with Rekordbox with the S11. I have been told that the S11 will work with Virtual DJ. Not sure on the validity of that, but I do know for sure that the CRSS12s absolutely do not. So we're going to see here that we have everything is up and running now. I'm going to go ahead and get into Serato. Let Serato boot up. Now that Serato is booted up, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to load a couple of songs here. Load button where you'd like it to be. So now I've got a couple of tracks loaded up. Now the thing is here is you've always got to make sure that you have things set up and ready for you before you go in and start playing music, obviously. So if we're going to want to play off of Serato, we make sure that we have selected A for computer because that's the USB that I'm using. And then I'm going to move this tone arm here. You can really get to this easily. I just made this so that you can see it better. But we're going to have to switch from analog to digital. I'll put the tone arm back. And you can see here that it says Serato. That's what we're using. But if you're using Rekordbox, you can switch your application over to Rekordbox. I'm switching mine back over to Serato right now. Another cool thing about this is obviously, since we've switched over to Serato, we can play straight from the computer. Now, if you want to go to vinyl, you're going to have to switch over to phono and then switch back to analog. And now, we drop the needle. Now we're playing straight off the vinyl record. I like having the vinyl record on my CRSS12 here for the feel of it, even when I'm just going straight through the Magvel clamp and controlling Serato. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the tone arm back, lock it into the place this time, switch over the digital, and come back to the computer, and we're good to go. Now a few other things on here is your hot cues. Wonderful pads. You've got the Magvel fader. And then also on the S11, you've got your equalizer. You got your highs, mids, and lows. I would love to be able to map these to be able to use stems, because in Virtual DJ, you can adjust your stems, whereas with the Cross 12s, it's all or nothing. If I'm wrong there, and it's not all or nothing, please let me know. If there's a way to map these, and you've got a video that you can share with me in the comment section, I would love to watch that video as well. Other features here on the S11 are your paddles. We've got it on echo. And you can lock that into place as well, just like any other paddle. Works fantastic. Effects built in, obviously the echo, backspin, flanger, reverb, vinyl break, and the phaser button. Everything else is pretty much cut and dry. You know, you've got your sampler, your save loops, your rolls, your hot cues. It's all right there. And then the controversial button, if you will, if you really do want to sync, you can hit it right there on the touchscreen. And you can still use sync and cheat, or as a lot of DJs think that is. Although with these, I think with the amount of control that you have on the Cross 12s mixed with the functionality of the S11, that this is a tank of a rig. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I've got a lot of practicing to do to get into gig shape with these, but that's a little bit of an overview of what we've got with the S11 hooked in with the Cross 12s, how they interact with each other a little bit. We're going to see a little bit more of this in videos to come, but I wanted to get this out so you could see everything as it works together. All right, so it's an incredible setup, but it comes with a price tag. These PLX Cross 12s are about $1,400 a piece, and I like to have two. I know that you can DJ with the S11 and one, and then just switch which deck it is. That's not really my style at all. So I have to have two decks for myself, and then the S11 is about $2,100. All said and told, it's probably going to be around $5,000 to get two turntables and the S11 for that full setup. Add to that a MacBook, it's about $3,000. And we're looking at about an $8,000 setup before we even get to microphones, speakers, stands, wires, etc. So this is not for the novice and definitely not for the newbie, unless you just have a really big pocketbook. So that is the truth that has to be told when it comes to this setup, but it is what I consider to be probably the most elite setup that a DJ can have at this date and time. I hope you enjoyed the navigation process of looking at this incredible equipment. Check us out at Instagram, check us out at Facebook. Of course, subscribe on the YouTube channel, like this video, help the algorithm. And I will see you at the next unboxing, gear review, or of course, wedding.